With the new year comes new opportunities for MCSO and its members to continue to build upon our commitment to provide effective and quality public safety services to our community. But before we talk about what's ahead, I first want to take a quick look back at how we made a positive difference during 2018. To help facilitate and support positive connections between adults in our custody and their families, the public lobby at Inverness Jail was remodeled to include a more child-friendly space and was designed in partnership with the Multnomah County Library. We hosted MCSO's second annual one-day community academy, which provided 11 local officials, business leaders, media representatives, and community leaders a unique opportunity to learn more about the inner workings of the Sheriff's Office. We participated in the ISITAP community policing mission, sending several MCSO members to our sister country of Bangladesh to provide basic and specialized law enforcement training to local police agencies. We analyzed the results of a survey that helped management understand what staff felt was working well in the agency, as well as what was needed for improvement. As a result of the survey, MCSO began an employee wellness initiative, with staff forming focus groups that will influence the way we do business in the future. Disability Rights Oregon published their one-year follow-up report, which recognized significant improvements by MCSO in providing services to those impacted from a mental health crisis. Thanks to the hard work of the Human Resources Unit and innovative recruitment strategies, the Law Enforcement Division became fully staffed at the end of 2018. We anticipate these strategies will help us to achieve the same results for the Corrections Division this year. 18 experienced law enforcement reserve deputies were sworn into our ranks to augment services MCSO provides to our community. We began a process culminating this year to consolidate operations and staff from 4 separate work locations into 1. As part of the Multco Align project, staff across the agency worked for months to prepare the transition of critical business applications to a new county-wide system. We developed a new population emergency release plan to help address the increasing difficulties of managing a high jail population and forced releases. MCSO had its first viral moment on social media with nearly 6 million views from around the world as Deputy Jeremy Costello performed Baby Shark for his kids during a night shift on patrol as part of the lip sync challenge by public safety agencies. MCSO members generously participated in a number of events throughout the year, ranging from fundraising efforts to benefit Special Olympics athletes and the Trauma Intervention Program, to summer picnics celebrating our communities, as well as a holiday party at Inverness Jail for students at the transitional school. And we said farewell to many of our own as they began their next adventures in retirement. We welcomed nearly as many new members into the MCSO family and congratulated those we've worked alongside for years as they were promoted into new roles of responsibility and leadership. 3 members retired from the Sheriff's Office this month, and I want to thank each of them for their dedication and service to MCSO and the citizens of Multnomah County. Completing your career as a public safety professional is a great accomplishment and one you should be especially proud of. I wish you the very best retirement will bring. This month, several new members joined the ranks of the Law Enforcement and Corrections Divisions of the Sheriff's Office. I look forward to the skills and experience each of them brings to MCSO and their desire and commitment to help support our mission in serving the community in which we live. There's no greater reward than helping others and giving back to those we serve, and as a public safety professional, you will often have an opportunity to make a positive impact. Please join me in welcoming our new hires as they begin what I hope to be long and rewarding careers in public safety. Looking ahead, I'd like to share with you a few of the initiatives MCSO will be focusing on over the next several months. First is the ongoing issue of balancing a chronically high jail population with the compromises of forced release. As I said earlier, MCSO has experienced a significant increase in the number of forced releases required to manage the population of adults in our custody. There's a number of reasons why we don't expect the jail population to decrease in the foreseeable future. Person crimes are going up, which means more violent offenders are coming into custody and staying longer. While the courts have used recognizance releases to reduce the jail population, this has also resulted in an increase in FTA warrants. And recently, there were as few as 50 individuals in custody that were even eligible for forced release. We continue to evaluate potential options and are keeping our public safety partners updated. In the meantime, however, the Chair and the Board of County Commissioners approved last November modifications to the Emergency Population Release Plan, which provide us additional tools in the event of an emergency.
So we're currently communicating with our system partners about the mitigating strategies that are listed in the adopted plan. These include continuing to work with the Department of Community Justice to maximize out-of-custody resources, potentially limiting bookable offenses, as well as possibly closing booking operations until the population emergency is relieved.
As we continue to identify ways to improve access to services for those in our custody who are impacted from a mental health crisis, MCSO will initiate a new program beginning next month dedicated to this goal. In addition to directly linking eligible individuals to providers who can offer much-needed continuity of care, the program is also designed to help reduce recidivism and failures to appear in court.
So once an adult in custody is determined to be released under their own recognizance, the navigator will interview that person and connect them to services in our community. When released, the navigator will provide the warm handoff to that provider.
I'd like to thank Lieutenant Stephen Reardon and Program Supervisor Daleen Felix for leading this important project, as well as the many MCSO members and service partner providers for their efforts in bringing it all together in what we hope will provide better outcomes for all. As you're already aware, later this year, MCSO will be merging staff and operations from 4 different work sites into one location somewhere in East County. This consolidation will offer MCSO a number of benefits that include cost savings, improved access and efficiency, potential revenue opportunities, and a modernized workspace environment.
We have identified a few potential sites and are negotiating with developers. Currently, the project team is working on some specific requirements, namely around the on-site firing range and the upgraded technologies. This is an exciting project. We continue to move forward and we are staying on track.
Lastly, I wanted to provide you with an update on the MCSO Wellness Initiative that has been under development for several months under the direction of Chief of Business Services, Kezia Warner. Especially because of the demands and stresses required of us as public safety professionals, wellness as a process affects not only our overall health and mental well-being, but also our ability to make sound decisions and exercise good judgment while on duty. To this end, MCSO is committed to identifying and implementing practical and useful ways to help every member improve his or her wellness, and I'm excited to soon announce the first iteration of our plan.
Our employee wellness plan is in the draft format, and we have had our executive team provide review and comment. The plan then will go to our legal counsel and our union leadership for additional review. We expect to have our final plan and implementation strategies in place in mid-spring, and we'll send out communications as we get closer to that date.
Stay safe out there.